Hello everyone, in this video I'll explain what is relation matrix and graph representation of the relation, and also I'll tell different types of relations. So first let's see what is relation matrix and how to represent a relation in a graph manner. So first, relation of the matrix, as we already know what is matrix. Matrix is a x and y dimensional structure uh, where rows are represented by x dimension and columns are represented by the y dimension. So how to write the relation in a matrix form here is a relation R from a finite set x to a finite set y can be represented by matrix is called the relation matrix of R. For example, X is a set which contains x1 to xm and y is a set which contains the elements y1 to yn. Then the rows are represented by x1 to xm and columns are numbered by y1 to yn. Then how to fill this matrix here is either we fill 0 or 1 in the matrix. If x dimension x1 some x1 element mapped with the y1 element, in that particular x1 y1 point we place 1, otherwise we place 0. So MR is equal to is a matrix of Rij, and each element in the matrix Rij filled by either 1 or 0. When we fill 1 is if xy belongs to R, then fill by 1, otherwise filled by 0. Example here, A is a matrix and R is a relation on A defined by R contains the pair of elements 1 1 1 3 2 3 3 1 4 1 4 2 and 4 4. And the matrix form of this relation R here is this one, MR is equal to, so x dimensions are represented by 1 2 3 4, as here relation is on the same set A, and y dimension also 1 2 3 4. As we have 1 1 in the relation, so first row first column is placed as 1, and next pair is 1 3 in the relation, so first row third element is placed as 1, and next pair in our relation is 2 3, so second row third column is 1, next 4 1 4 2 4 4, so here we have 1 1 1 in the fourth row. This is how to write the relation matrix for any relation. Next is graph of a relation. How to write a graph of a relation is, so generally graph contains the vertices and the edges, and vertices are represented by nodes, means points or dots, and edges are the connections between any nodes, any two nodes. And how to draw the graph for a relation here is, here the set of elements in the set are represented by dots. If there is a relation from n element to the another element, then the line or edge is drawn between the two elements. So here we'll see some examples, so it will be easy. Here x set contains 1, 2, 3, 4 elements. R is the relation such that x must be greater than y. Then we'll get the elements 4, 1, 4, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 2, 1 elements in the R. Then the graph of this relation R here is, as I said here, the basic elements of our set is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 are the dots. So here if there is a relation from one element to another element, then an arc is drawn from that element to the next element. So first pair in our relation is 4 1. So there is an arc from 4 to 1. So 4 to 1 node. Next pair is 4 3. So there is an arc or edge from 4 to 3. Next 4 to 4 to 2, and 3 1 3 to 1 there is an edge. 3 to 2 3 to 2 there is an edge, and 2 to 1 2 to 1 there is an edge. Here this edge may be directed edge or it may be undirected edge. So this is how to write the graph for any relation. Next we will see some different types of relations. There are different types of relations are there. So basic definition of relation we have already seen, and we have already seen different properties of the relation. So now we will see what are the different types of relations we have. So first relation is equivalence relation. When a relation is equivalence relation is if the relation satisfying the reflexive, symmetric and transitive properties, if it satisfies the reflexive, symmetric and transitive properties, then we call that relation as equivalence relation. For example, equality of numbers on a set of real numbers is an equivalence relation. Equality of subsets of a universal set is an equivalence relation. And for example, here X we have some set 1 to 4 elements. R is a relation on X such that R contains these pairs. So now check whether this relation is equivalence relation or not. So when a relation is equivalent, if it satisfies reflexive, symmetric and transitive properties. Is this given R satisfying the reflexive relation? So when it satisfies the reflexive relation, here in our basic given set contains 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4 are in the given R. Yes, we have 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4 pairs in the R. So R satisfying the reflex. So is it satisfying the symmetric relation? If xy is there, yx also must be there in the relation to satisfy the symmetric property. So here we have 1, 4. So 4, 1 also there. Here we have 2, 3, 3, 2 also there. So this relation satisfying the symmetric property also. And next check transitive property. So whenever some relation satisfying reflexive and symmetric properties, it automatically satisfies the transitive property. So you can check here 1, 4, 4, 1 is there and 1, 1 also these here in relation, right? If here we have 2, 3, 3, 2, so 2, 2 also here we have. So it also satisfying the transitive property. As this satisfying 3 reflexive, symmetric, transitive properties, R is an equivalence relation. Here is one more example of equivalence relation. Here we have set x of 1 to 9 and ordered pair of elements xy such that x minus y is divisible by 3. We have to prove that this is an equivalence relation. So check reflexive, symmetric and transitive property. Condition is x minus y must be divisible by 3. So x minus x, as in reflexive we take both xx. So x minus x means 0. 0 is also divisible by 3. So it is reflexive. And for symmetry, if x minus y is divisible by 3, then y minus x also must be divisible by 3. So how do we prove is, if x minus y is divisible by 3, then minus of x minus y also divisible by 3. Some positive number divisible by 3 means negative number also divisible by 3. So minus if we apply here, here we get y minus x. Means y minus x also divisible by 3. Means y is related to x. If x is related to y, then y also related to x. So it is symmetric. So like transitive also, here x minus y, x is related to y and y is related to z. Means if x minus y divisible by 3 and y minus z divisible by 3, if you add both two elements, then you'll get x minus z also divisible by 3. Hence, as it is satisfying all the three properties, it is an equivalence relation. So next one is compatibility relation. When a relation is called as compatibility relation is if it's satisfying reflexive and symmetric properties. So transitive is not included here. Only if it's satisfying reflexive and symmetric properties, then the relation is compatibility relation. As here all equivalence relations are compatibility relations. So or you can see one example here, X contains 1, 2, 3, 4 and R is the relation like this. As it's satisfying both reflexive and symmetric properties, it is a compatibility relation. Next type of relation is partial order. So when a relation is partial order relation is if it's satisfying reflexive, antisymmetric and transitive properties. It's not symmetric or asymmetric, antisymmetric. So when a relation is partial order is if it's satisfying reflexive, antisymmetric and transitive properties. Here is an example of partial order set. Z is a set of all integers and the relation is greater than or equal to. So first we check the reflexive relation. Suppose take one element from set of all integers. Then suppose if you take 3, 3 is always greater than or equal to 3. So it's satisfying the reflexive relation. And coming to the antisymmetric, when A is some element is A is greater than or equal to B and B also greater than or equal to A means definitely A is must be equal to B. So where A and B may be any integer. So it's satisfying antisymmetric property. And transitive property means take any three elements, suppose 1, 3, 5. If 1 is greater, some 5, 3, 1. So if 5 is greater than or equal to 3 and 3 is greater than or equal to 1, definitely 5 is greater than or equal to 1. So as it's satisfying all the three properties, so Z, that means set of all integers with the relation greater than or equal to is a partial order set, or we call it as poset also. So this is about different types of relations. Thank you.